Where do you think I got my battery from? Oh, I'm a dummy. You know, not the smartest guy in the world.
Can I have the blue car that's in the picture with me up front of it?
Welcome back. This is day 2, January 2nd. Making some more progress. It's supposed to be a nice warm 60 some degrees today. Yeah, it definitely became cloudy and overcast. But anyway, here's what we got going so far. So I came in here, cleaned this up a little bit. That's probably the best I'm gonna do, unless I just keep on welding and grinding and welding and grinding. I'm gonna go ahead and call that good, because when I put the piece in there, it covers most of it up. I'll sand her down when we prime it. If anyone's looking that hard at this car, it's not gonna be a show car. It's for my daughter to cruising. So if someone wants to complain about it, by all means, we're here. Oh, music again. We're gonna risk her. So just cut that out of the quarter. As you can see, hacked up the quarter over there. Not a big deal. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and keep pressing. We'll drop in every now and then, check on the progress, throw the camera on. But I'm trying to get as much done as I can today before I go back to work. So we're in it, we're pressing. All right, bent a little bit. Got that piece of metal I was showing you earlier cut out of the quarter. Went ahead and add this little raise. Set the camera down for a second. All right, so here we are. Go ahead and stand back here. So right here, I added this little raise up. I don't know if the camera is gonna catch it or not. Let's try to bring it in here. You might be able to see it right there, the two differences. So after looking at the brand new inner fender I have for my car, I noticed that and I was like, shit, gotta add that. And then I added this hole right here because it's there on the other one. This was supposed to come down straight. Kind of tried to clean it up a little bit, kind of made an angle, so you know what, I cleaned it up real nice. Tried to make it look decent. I'm gonna go back through here and just edge it out one more time with the file so it looks good. But here's what we got so far. So this part's done. Got this piece, fits perfectly right up in here like this. I gotta go back and adjust this one little bend right here. I mean, I could literally just press down on it, but I kind of want to try to get this line right that goes across here. Try to match that line as closely as I can. So now that I know the bottom's where it belongs, I'm gonna go ahead and mark this line, and I'm gonna come through and I'm gonna bend it up in here. And then once I get that done, then I'll come across this top and I'll cut this angle down like that, because as you can tell, I got quite a bit of material. So easiest way to go about this, press it to where you want it to mount up at. Take a marker and just mark that back side right there. So once I get it bent up and it falls right on there, we'll go ahead and press with that. Oh, time to take a quick break. See what we got going on here. Nope, venison jerky. So it's looking good. It's got a little more to thaw, a little bit more to go. Add another 2 pounds in there. All right, we're gonna doing a lot of trimming. Nothing too fancy, but I wanted to show you this cool friggin' tool. We're gonna have to edit that out. My wife said I can't swear as much on here. So literally you could take the gun if you want to look through the hole. You can make sure you line it up to where you need to. That's it. Ta-da. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna hold it this way because I want to see where I'm going, but you guys get the gist of it. So we'll just set it right up on here. Literally, I'm gonna take the punch, put it right where I want my hole. Well, looks like we're just gonna send it. There, just punched 4 holes in there. Pretty quick, beats drilling. Yeah, it knocks the pucks down, but, or the little plugs that it knocks out. And then that just literally will go right there. So now I got spots to do rosette welds, plug welds, whatever you choose to call them for the day. But now we'll get all that cleaned up. I'll tap all this down, make sure everything's nice and snug. We'll sand her down, put some weld through primer on both sides of this panel, and then so if any of you were wondering what the finished product's gonna look like, I know, little dips in there, not the greatest, but you know what? There's that little patch I put in that I bent up yesterday. That looks pretty decent along there. Just gonna clean it up, and then I'm gonna tack in my piece that goes in here. But this was completely rotted where it wasn't even holding the inner fender, so you know what? I'm good with that a hell of a lot more than I was. This is just really hard to get into. I can sit and fill it with a bunch of weld, but once I get that piece up in here, if you want to see it, really not going to be that much. Yeah, you might see just a kind of a little bit, and then we'll pull that little dent out right there. I just caught that. Yeah, I'm ready to start burning this thing in a little bit, and then I'll have to, of course, work over on here. I'm debating whether I just want to slice this down right here, cut this piece out, and just drop this where it goes across here. So I haven't decided if I just want to make a mark right here and trim that back and just come up on, creep up on it, and then this rest of this I'll notch it up to here, trim that back, and then drop this straight in, because then at least I know the bottom's sitting smooth, this is sitting square, and the rest I'll just cut out of the way. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. Really wish I had my other camera right now. I'd have it set up right here like this to watch, but still waiting on that SD card. We'll get there. All right, made a few etch marks in here. See if I can get this positioned a little better. Okay, made a nice etch mark into the metal. Just literally gonna come straight across right here. Ha! Battery's dead. Be right back. Ha! Back. Fresh bat. How do I want to do this? We'll go this way. You might not be able to see, we'll see. We're gonna stop right there. We're gonna edge up on this line. I don't like to take everything right out. Okay, so it ain't gonna look the prettiest, but it'll cut. If you've seen that show, you know. If you know, you know. I got my little Dremel. It's gonna cut it at a funny angle. Kinda wish I had a little bit shorter of a like a stubby or the wireless one. I'd come from this angle, but it's gonna definitely cut back into it. We'll see what we get. This Dremel has seen some crap. All right. This poor thing only has one speed. Fast or nothing. It's great. I love it. All right. See if I can tap this out. It might have a spot weld on there. I don't know. We'll see. Good. See what that is, huh? Just tiny little bit of cancer right there. Not too concerned with it. It looks like it's just a little bit of scale. Don't worry about every piece of scale I see. This car is just going to go straight to the record. Where do you think I got my battery from? Oh, I'm a dummy. You know, not the smartest guy in the world. Ruby does not want to clean it up very good here. You know. See how close we got here. See. So you can see we're close. Push that up where she belongs. I can literally sit and sand this back and I'll creep it in. So I get this bottom side down. I'll probably clean this up just a little bit, take that knife edge off there. But clean it up a little bit. I'll check back in here in a little bit. Trying to save this battery.
Is that to stop the rust?
Probably a little excessive, but you know, you only live once. So I could clean up this backside right here, and I could put some weld through primer on here as well. I'll probably just clean up around the spots. I don't really know. I should probably do it the right way. Probably clean it all down to bare metal, and then hit it with some weld through primer. Remember, that's the quarter off my old car. So we'll clean her up. It'll take a few minutes. But all right, you guys want to sit and watch paint dry? Oh, weld through primer dry. It's up to you. See, it's running. We'll fast forward till it ends up drying. So y'all want to watch it? Okay, here it is. Final panel. It's a little easier now to see right here. It's a little easier to see. All I did was I used the vise, set it on the edge of the vise, and tapped her down with a hammer a little bit. But it gets a nice, gets right up on this lip right here, which I don't know if you can see it from that angle. We'll drop you down. So right here up on this lip, it clears it just fine. Yes, there's a little bit bigger of a gap over here than on the other side, but that's just something I'm gonna have to live with, is this gap that I put in here. And same goes for this panel. This gap, they almost match each other. So yeah, I'll have to live with that gap right here. But you know what? If that's my biggest concern about this entire project, is that one gap, then so be it. But I am ready to press that down and start burning her in. We'll get there. So we'll probably start right here with a nice little tack weld. Looks like I'm gonna have to tap that down, but we'll get all that worked. Start right here and then tap her in and then knock that side up and down right here. All right, well, time to burn her in. Go get a new battery for this, and might just record the burning it in process and do a time lapse on it. We'll see. Haven't decided yet. yeah. Sorry, I was like, what is he trying to do? Alright, so here's what we got done today. Panel's in. Yes, it's got wet paint on it. I like to take videos of wet paint, don't ask me why. But as you can see, it's all welded in there. All that I was worried about in there. You can't even tell. I can't even see it. Now I can tell I welded this panel in here. Wanna know why? It's got a nice old seam down it, but you know what? We'll put a little bit of filler in there. We'll block it. But for the most part, she's back together. It'll do for a cruiser. We'll end up cleaning up the inside a little bit. You can see where some of my little hammer marks are, especially with the black. So once I get all that smoothed out, that'll be good. And then we'll come to the back side, and this is gonna get the same like rubber coating on it. So I should have welded from the back side, not the front side, because guess what? The back side underneath here looks a heck of a lot nicer, surprisingly enough. But there's the quarter off my my duster. It is now an inner fender. It's looking beautiful. We'll see when we make it back. Get out in the garage. It's gonna be a busy week, so don't know how much more content I'm gonna be able to kick out here soon. We'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching. Hit the like, subscribe button, please. Follow along.